Oh. Hello everybody, my name is Sniping is Fun, and I welcome you all back to this long-running series of various newcomer ideas for the Smash Bros. Series, Smash Bros. Ultimate in particular with its Fighter Pass, currently. And as I mentioned in the last video, I did character 145 with the Battletoads from Rare, now Microsoft. And I mentioned, you can see the thumbnail when I change it, which will be happening shortly. I've been saying that for a while, and it hasn't happened yet. And the name of the video and whatnot. This character, for character 146, I'm going to be talking about someone from Assassin's Creed. That being Ezio Auditore da Firenze. And I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that name right, because I know Ezio Auditore, but I hope I'm spelling da Firenze right. I'm not really good with French or Italian. Actually, it's Italian. Sorry. But yeah, I wanted to do this character, and we're almost to road to 150. After this, I have 4 more characters. 4 more characters! But before that, we have to talk about 146, and that's Ezio Auditore. And before I get started, let this intro get way out of hand. Why does the character make sense? Moveset ideas and percentage chance I can see him actually getting in the game. Let's get started with Ezio. Now, why? First and foremost, not even just Ezio, but why Assassin's Creed? Why, for Ubisoft, if they ever got a character, would you pick Assassin's Creed over any of the other franchises? Case in point, the Rayman, Rayman or the Rabbids or anything. Well, first and foremost, I don't know. Rayman's already technically a spirit and a trophy, and while I do think he's more Nintendo oriented than the Assassin's Creed series is, I think the Assassin's Creed would probably also bring a more interesting moveset. But yeah, Rayman, I think Rayman makes a little more sense, but you can't really count out Assassin's Creed. But why Assassin's Creed is a choice? Assassin's Creed's had numerous appearances on Nintendo since its inception. There's been like 2 or 3 games on the DS, 3 and 4. So Black Flag, they came to the Wii U. 3 is getting a remastered version on the Switch. And if there's bringing it to the Switch, Ubisoft's starting to work more with Nintendo now, so maybe future Assassin's Creed games could come to Nintendo. Maybe when the next one comes out, maybe it'll actually come to the Switch. There's also talk and rumors of like Odyssey coming to the Switch, like probably like a digital game or something to the Switch, like an online thing like that Resident Evil 7 thing probably was, or whatever. There are rumors of more Assassin's Creed games coming to Nintendo Switch in future. So if Ubisoft is working on a relationship with Nintendo, there's numerous Assassin's Creed games coming from before, and then potentially they're working with Nintendo with the remastered version of 3, future games possibly could be coming to Nintendo. So there's more of a history and a connection and a status of Assassin's Creed on, Nintendo brand. And then not even looking at it from Nintendo, but Assassin's Creed since its inception back in 2007, when did the first one come out? About 2007-8. It's had numerous games, and the series is probably within the last 10 to 15 years, probably one of the most popular third-party games to come out in the gaming industry. I know they kind of, overdid it quite a bit, and at some point they were doing too many games, and they've been slowing down a bit lately, but the series has low points, but it's been coming back, and it's a popular third-party franchise on PlayStation, Nintendo, Xbox. It's just an overall popular franchise, and it's basically the successor to the Prince of Persia franchise, which Prince of Persia was also on Nintendo, and Ubisoft's a supporter of Nintendo. Case in point, Assassin's Creed stands a chance to get a character. That's all I'm going to say. Now, why would I pick Ezio specifically over versus, say, the main character from Assassin's Creed 3 or 4, or picking, Altair, because he's the original lead character from the first game? Ezio, in my opinion, is the most popular. He's the most standout-ish main character they've had. They've had about 4 games with him, like the 2 Brotherhood Revelations. There was 1 on a DS. Like, he was the crossover character. He's already had crossovers before. Ezio was in Soul Calibur 5. He's already had a crossover appearance in a fighting game. Him being thrown into Smash Brothers is not all that new. So, in my opinion, he is the major, main, popular, super important lead character from the Assassin's Creed franchise. He got like 4 games to himself. Everyone else has only got like 1 or 2. He's gotten like 4 or 5. He's had multiple appearances, and he's probably been the major character in the storyline of Assassin's Creed. So I'm going to put him up there as the top choice, unless they want to pick the character from Odyssey, or they want to pick Altair because he's the original, or the main character from 3 because 3 was remastered on the Switch now. so on and so forth. There you go. But I'm picking Ezio because he's the most, well-known, popular, most games, iconic character from the main characters of Assassin's Creed, and he's already had a crossover in like Soul Calibur. So there you go. Moveset. Now, I wanted to try to bring in that assassin type fighting style, like the assassin gear and all that stuff into a moveset, and I think it would make for a very interesting moveset in Smash Brothers. Like, he would stand out so much because he wouldn't be a sword player, but he'd have like a sword attack. He would be able to do this and that, but there's a hidden blade, and there's so much stuff you could pretty much throw into him, and you could probably even, I picked specifically from Assassin's Creed like 2, Revelations, Brotherhood type stuff, his era games, but technically you could probably pull from the whole array, like Rogue or Odyssey or Origins, and just throw stuff into a character and just have a character that's an assassin that represents the entire series, even if it's not stuff that's specifically from their game, unless you pick a default assassin, which was kind of boring. You have to pick a specific one, but throw it into it. You know what I mean. Like, you could pick a moveset that probably represents the whole series, but I picked one that specifically represented Ezio's games because that makes more sense for him. The smash attacks are mostly going to be hand-to-hand combat because the assassins knew how to do hand-to-hand combat. So he does a couple kicks, maybe some sweep kicks and punches, and you can do hand-to-hand combat. But most importantly, what I wanted to make his moveset based off of is this thing right here, the hidden blade, because that's the big assassin move where you just go up around people and you stab and you assassinate people and kill people. It'd be kind of cool if you just like this, and he's like fighting Mario or Link. He's like, and he's like punching you, and he just stabs you with the knife or something like that. That'd be kind of cool, and that's different because it's not a dagger, it's not a sword, it's a blade in your wrist. That'd be kind of cool. So his smash attacks are mostly going to be hidden blade attacks and hand-to-hand combat attacks / kicking and sweeping kicks. And there'll be a lot of jabbing, punching. So the more power-based attacks from him are probably going to be punches and kicks that are probably going to be chargeable. And his quick attacks are going to be the dagger, or, the hidden blade, and him just doing like this. Okay, I'm fighting you. Oh, I'm going to punch you, kick you. That kind of thing. He's going to be a quick fighter. He's an agile character, and he's really good at air attacks because he's an assassin. So when you're attacking in the air, he has some really good combos, really good attacks for the air. His special attacks are going to be all the little extra abilities and weaponry he can basically get in the game. Some of them do revolve around variations on the hidden blade, though. So you can do the poison blade. So you're going to pull it out and you jab him with the poison blade. If you're successful with it, there'll be a temporal damage with them. They'll probably glow purple, like an RPG type thing. Like, oh, I'm poisoned. Oh, and for maybe about 5 seconds, you receive like 2% damage every second. So you receive maybe like 10% damage. Like, oh, I'm poisoned. Oh, I'm poisoned. Oh, I'm poisoned. Oh, I'm poisoned. Oh, okay, I'm good. But you receive like 10 damage from it. There's a hidden gun, which you can basically pull a gun out from the thing, so you shoot the gun, so that's his ranged attack. But he also does a crossbow. Like, the hidden gun's going to be more of a quick, just like pull out, and you can hold it, maybe charge it a little bit, but it's not going to be a more powerful attack. It's just quicker to pull, charge, and do some quick attacks. He could also pull out a crossbow, which would be the more powerful of his ranged attacks. He can pull out a long sword and do a few sword attacks. I know you sword haters. I did not make it the bulk of his moveset. It's like one attack in his specials. Calm down. He can do a double hidden blade too in a special attack. Like, his smash attacks are mostly going to be like punches and kicks, and then he's going to hit you with like one hand, but he's going to be like this. Hidden blade, hidden blade, hidden blade. Like, so you can do that. And he can throw a dagger, which is, he can attack you with a dagger up close, and it's throwable. So I'd definitely say maybe out of his ranged attacks between the dagger, the hidden gun, and the crossbow is more slower and more powerful. The dagger is probably quicker, the weakest, and the hidden gun's quick, but not too quick as much as the dagger, especially if you're throwing the dagger, because you probably got to attack with the dagger, but then you probably throw when you pull it out too, so you can attack either or. But it's a quick, not as powerful as the crossbow, but quicker than the dagger, or not as quick as the dagger. And that's his special attacks. Final smash. Given that this is the main thing you do in Assassin's Creed, I would want this to be how the final smash goes. And it's the assassination, like how you jump off and you can assassinate people. Your mission in most of the Assassin's Creed games is to go assassinate people. And he's an assassin. So why not represent that in his move set? And I would say Final Smash is the best one. You're gonna get the smash ball. You'll attack someone. You'll probably dash forward or shoot the crossbow or do like some sort of hidden blade, like jumping in the air and attacking opponents. Any opponent that's caught in the Final Smash, it'll be a cutscene based one, very much like Mega Man, Captain Falcon, Duck Hunt, stuff like that. And there's a town square, so it's gonna be like some sort of Italian town square, and the opponents are like, wait, what? And they look up, and you see a tower, and above the tower will be Ezio standing up. And I would love for them to do this. I want to throw this idea in there for a potential ability, but it depends on if you catch one opponent or if you catch multiple. I want his assassin groups, like the Brotherhood, to come from behind him, like how he's standing up on the tower, he's looking down at you. Like, if you catch one opponent, it'll be only Ezio. He'll jump and he'll assassinate you. Now, if you're high enough percentage, you're gonna get automatically KO'd. Like if you maybe have like 20-30%, you're gonna probably receive about 40% some odd damage, and you won't be KO'd. But if you're like 60 to 80 plus, as soon as you get hit with this Final Smash, you're gonna be just like you're KO'd. It doesn't show you being assassinated, killed, but you get hit, you're like, oh, and you just like disappear, you like blow up, and then you just get respawned. But if you catch more than one opponent, I want these assassins to come up, and like he jumps down and he assassinates one of them, while his other assassin Brotherhood people come down and assassinate the other people too. And whoever has high percentage will be KO'd. So if you have high opponents with high damage, you can get multiple KOs in this Final Smash, which will be cheap and overpowered, but it's the assassination. I want to represent that for Ezio. So there you go. So that's his Final Smash. Percentage, like a chance I can see him getting in. It's decent. I could see him potentially getting in. Like, at least I don't know about for Smash Ultimate, but I do see an Assassin's Creed character making sense to get into Smash Brothers. But it depends, really. I'm going to say about 30% chance. Assassin's Creed has his appearances on Nintendo, but compared to other franchises, third-party wise, doesn't have as much, but it does have a potential future on it. Like, they're bringing out the remastered version of 3. There's talks about like Odyssey and whatnot coming to the Switch. There's the next mainline the rumored next Assassin's Creed game could come to the Switch even too. Like, there's a future for this series possibly on Nintendo, and if it continues to grow big, like multiple third-party franchises have on Nintendo, it has a chance to be the Ubisoft rep of the series. I know Rayman makes the most sense. Even Rabbids sadly make more sense, and I really wish I didn't have to say that or actually believe that would be true. But yeah, Assassin's Creed makes sense, but probably not as much as, say, Rayman. So I'd say 30% chance. And if it's Ezio, I think Ezio's the standout choice, unless they pick one of the characters from the newest games, or pick Altair, or allow you to maybe pick multiple assassins. Maybe it'll be like Bowser Jr. and the Koopalings. You get Altair, you get Ezio, you get main character from 3, 4, the new ones, Odyssey, the one after Odyssey, Origins, you pick them all. And just give them a universal assassin moveset. I don't know. It depends. But yeah, that's it for Ezio Auditore da Firenze. Woo! Put in the comments below. Do you guys want to see Assassin's Creed represent Smash Brothers? Do you think Ezio and Assassin's Creed makes sense? My reasons make sense. Moveset, 30% too high, too low. Or do you want to see another Ubisoft character? Or do you think another third-party company in general just deserves to get the character? I don't know. Pick it right there. Put in the comments below. Discuss it on there. Let's have fun. Let's talk about this character. I have 4 more left. And when I come back to recording next time I set some of these up, character 147 is going to be a character from a popular third-party franchise, or one game I should say, that is not on Nintendo. Been rumored for the Switch at some point, even though I don't think it might come at all. But it is a popular third-party character that's super popular as a more relevant third-party now. It's a character from Overwatch. And character 147 is going to be Tracer. I'll see y'all later in the next video.